This is a map from 17. This is a 17 convert, I think. I think the base map was 17. Yes, Jamie, yes. Of course you did, Gav. Of course you did. Yeah. He'll be tucking them all in, putting them all to bed. That's what he'll be doing. Yeah, Minnie's good. He had Friday off school, so he's even better. Thanks to me having no vehicle, which is back now, parked back out the front. Not as expensive, I'm hoping anyway. Not as expensive as I was imagining it to be. So that's probably still going to be around the 200 quid mark, but you know, my car's done 140,000 miles nearly. Things start to wear and tear, so no. Where the garage I take it to, he's kind of a friend of the family. I've known him for years, and one of the mechanics down there, I used to drink with back in the day, and he lets me take my car down, and then he'll throw me an invoice, and I'll just pay him once I get the invoice. Oh, what have you done, Milton? Have you put a vulture in a pond? It's a shame you can't put them up trees and stuff. That'd be fun. Mind you, I might try. I had flying Scanias on Construction Sim. That was hilarious. 2 years ago, me and my dad started fixing cars and selling them. Yeah, it would be the fixing part that I would have problems with. But I'm full of these. I'm full of good ideas, Milton. I am. I really am full of good ideas. Some of them. Oh, okay. What happened there? Some of them not so good. If anyone can do it, Gav, I think it could probably be you. Not really talking about anyone in general, to be honest. So yeah, I'm thinking with 19 is going to be my kind of serious-ish gameplay, and on 17 I am just gonna muck about as much as possible. You know, we'll do farming, but if it all goes wrong, it goes wrong. I'm not worried about that too much. That's an idea. If I had money on there, Gav, I'd try that. I can't guarantee that, Summer Farm Estates, I'm afraid. I must be honest, I have never tried to break stuff. It just happens. Lone Oak, as it turns out, completely corrupted my farm sim folder. Completely. To the stage where I've had to uninstall and reinstall from fresh on 17. After Lone Oak did that thing with me, I could never get decent FPS on Lone Oak. But I think a lot of it was because what happened, and it completely corrupted my save files. So I think that was a huge problem with why I was getting bad FPS. Because I mean, I'm on Culbra Park now, and I have stripped my mods folder down to the bare essentials and what I think I need in game, and I'm running on a flat 60 FPS again, so there was definitely an issue there somewhere. Yeah, again, movie. I did not try to do that. It was just, it just happened. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but this field, just looking around, you know, it's got a bit of a UK feel to it, and you go into town and you go, nope. You know, and that's the same as the one that Gav's playing at the minute. That's got a bit of a UK feel about it. You know, until you get up close to signs and everything, and it's all German. But it's the little odd shaped fields, you know, nothing's really square around here. So, but I also think that if VF ever, or if anybody ever makes a Norfolk map, I think people are going to be quite surprised in the size of the fields that we have around here. Everyone seems to think that Norfolk is this little, you know, little place, little fields, little towns. It ain't like that. There's some fields that, you know, where I drive around for work, you can't see the other side of the field from one side of the road to the other. They are that big. They're very big, odd-shaped fields. I have to take your word on that, because I've never been to Lincolnshire. I want to grab that bit there. Hey, Paul. There's 6 fertilising jobs and have sheep too. What are you thinking of it, Paul? Do you like the map? I think it's really nice. I really do think it's a really nice map. Just something you can just sort of sink your teeth into and just crack on and do whatever you need to do. Yeah. Yeah, I think awesome, Paul. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoy it. There's nothing more rewarding than somebody seeing something, downloading it because they've seen you playing it and they actually enjoy it. So I am pleased for you, Paul. I am really pleased. But yes, Gav, I think Norfolk gets a bit of a, yeah, I think people do think that it's all little fields, and it's not. It's really not. Right, so this is nearly another contract done. It's going to rain all day. Game sounds still seem really quiet. If I turn them up in game, that means I've got to turn my headsets down. There we go, another contract finished. I mean, that's another thing with contracts. You know, we can you get to use all the different tractors and stuff. So smallest one on the biggest farm I worked on near Kings Lynn was 2 acres. The biggest 150. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Right, so why have you done that to me, you absolute scumbag? There we go, that's better. Right. Oh man, I will be so glad to get my monitor. Tomorrow? No, Sunday. I barely work weekdays, let alone weekends. Joke. Oh, another 600. That farm would make an interesting map on FS. Yeah, going from right small fields to really big fields. Absolutely. It's all harvesting. If I took a contract, would it? No. So we've got a John Deere to cultivate. Oh, we could do some fertilizing. I've got some fertilizer right back at the farm, so we could use that. It's 154 hectares. What field is that? Field 3. Where's field 3? Top. Didn't we just fertilize that? Oh no, we just weeded that, didn't we? Let's take that. That's 2.5 grand. Cat, get out of my way. Go on, get over there. Move, move, move. I'll go that way then. Don't stand on my stuff. Crazy animal. Right, let's borrow the items. Yeah, for 399 we'll borrow that. Later, Michael. I could have used my tractor and fertilizer, but that's only a little one. There we go. Let's hook that up. Right, we need to take this up to... We might as well use the fertiliser we've got back at the yard. Just makes sense rather than buying it. I think we've got... 5 and a bit. Pallets, I think. I love the light, the indicators and that. I love these. They just look different in 19 than they did in 17. I don't know why or what it is, but it just looks a lot better. Now I think they're down this end of the farm. Are they not? No, they're the other end, aren't they? This down. They're right down here. Now, can I get that in there so I can... Actually, what we'll do... Oh man, I can't see. Seriously? It seems to be getting a bit brighter, or is it just me? Oh look, that's a bit floaty on the floor there, that straw texture. Oh, I can only imagine Summer Farm Estates. I can only imagine. But yeah, where you can be in cab and you can move yourself forward and look down here and move yourself around in the cab. That would make things. What am I doing? Would make things a hell of a lot easier. And you don't have to look through walls. Come on, GD, sort your life out, dude. I got them in here a lot easier than I got them out. Look at that, look. I'll hop in a fence and Dusty turns up. How we doing, Dusty? I hope you're well. Whoops. See, I can't see a thing. Not a thing. Right, that might do us. We'll unload back at the yard anyway. We'll put one more in. It's not that big, so I don't think we're going to use all of this. But we'll come back to the yard anyway and unload the fertilizer back here anyway. Yeah. That's just a straw plane. That just needs to be dropped a little bit, so let's pop this into here actually for now. There we go. From one fent to another. Right, what field are we on? Field 3, and that was where again? Top of the map. Cool, so we can go straight out of here. Right. Okay, this is bigger than I actually thought it was, to be honest. So I don't reckon we're not going to get around this field. I honestly don't think there's enough in here now. Which is a bit of a shame. Oh, I don't know, there might be. I want to turn the HUD off again, actually. If I turn the HUD off, then we won't know how much we've got left. Good plan, right? I can probably afford to miss that bit there. We can probably still just about finish the contract if we're lucky. Cat, you are doing my head in. What are you up to? You ain't getting on my lap. Not a chance. Oh dear. Animals, gotta love them. Oops, I may have overcooked that a bit. How are we getting on? Oh, there's plenty. There's loads in there. SG's back. Oh, there's like a yard here. I mean, that could be used as like a contracting yard. So you could, yeah, you could easily just have your own little contracting yard here. Yeah, nor do I, to be honest. It doesn't seem to go down very quickly, but I honestly don't know. It's got to be kind of realistic to what it would normally be like. But the contract is probably finished, but we're going to finish it off anyway, because we're kind and we do that kind of thing around here. There we go. But yeah, I had seriously nothing to worry about. I could have probably got away with just putting one in all fairness. Let's nip down and unload this back at the yard before we finish the contract. We'll have to move them back into the shed, but we'll probably do that. But then I might do it now. Oh, that's handy where they've gone. I like that. They can stay there actually for now. But there we go. That's another contract done. That's a bit better. We made nearly 2.4 out of that. I'm happier with that. So what we might do, I've made a bit of money in this one. Shall we? We've got 2 more weeding contracts to do, which will only make us £1,000. But shall we? Shall we buy a weeder and do it ourselves? Later, Summer Farm Estates. Cheers for stopping by. Appreciate that. We're going to need the weeder, so we may as well. Yeah, it started raining as I was finishing, Paul, last night. So yes, we've had rain in game all day so far. I don't want to spend out 35 grand on one, but I could go for the 18 grand. And we could go and do those last 2 contracts, weeding contracts, and then that'll probably be, I'll call it then, I reckon. So that'll make us £1,000, but we've got to spend 18, but we are going to need it on the farm anyway. So if we can catch the weeds early enough, we won't have to worry about herbicide, as Gav said last time. Do you know what? We're going to do it. Let's do it. Let's spend 18 grand. Once the rain stops, we can get back into the harvesting contracts. We are doing that small thing.